Today we're going to cover on infinite many solutions or null solutions. What does that means, and then how the questions looks like. So I'm going to explain the concept first, and that way you get a pretty good idea of this. So when you see a question, infinite solutions means that equation it's yes for any type of the values. Let's say, for example, let's take a simple question. Let's say I said a 2x equals 6. Okay, so what could be the x? Slope? 3. It's only true when x is 3. Agree? So if I take a 2 here, is not be true because 2 times 2 is 4. So for this equation, the solution is 3. It's only one solution. So this one has only one solution because for x is 3, only it happens. But if I take another equation like this, let's say I'm saying 2x plus 3 equal, say, 2x. Okay, let's take this one. So tell me a number that is going to make equal to this. Let's say if I put a 1, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 3, it's 5, and then 2 times 1 is 2. 5 and 2 are the same? No, it doesn't work. X equals to 1 doesn't work. Or if I try, let's say x is 2. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7, but 2 times 2 is 4. See, it doesn't matter what value I take, they're not same.
Wait, wouldn't the the 2x and the 2x cancel each other
out,
and then we'd be left with 3, right?
You end up with the 0 equals to 3. But 0 and 3, are they equal? No. So 0 and 3 are not equal because if you look at it, 3 is different from the 0. So then it is called null solution.
Oh,
that's
so
what we write.
Work out that.
So when you see this type of question, where you end up with the different numbers on the equal sign at different numbers, then it is a null solution. And sometimes you weigh questions like this. You have 3x plus 2 equal 3x plus 2. So if I cross it out 3x on both sides, I end up with 2 equals to 2. So for this one, doesn't matter what value I take, they're always true. For example, if I take x is 1, 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2, that is 5. And then this side, 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2, that is 5. So it is true, yes, works. Same, it doesn't matter what number you take, it always works. So then it is called infinite
solutions. If you simplify them, it's 0 equals 0, right?
Yes. 0 equals 0 or number equals number. And if you see both sides same, then it is infinite solutions. Very simple. So these are the 3 conditions you will get to know, not just right now, Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Geometry, Calculus. You will see this a lot of questions in the future coming to see. Okay, so these 3 conditions always need to know. Now let's go ahead and try this question, and then we can figure out how many solutions does it have. Okay. Let's go ahead and give a try on this one, and then I can go over this. Okay, so the first, when you do this question right here, first I'm looking for the equations on each side. I see some like terms. I'm going to combine the like terms. This and this are the like terms. And in here, this and the -2 are the like terms. So I'm going to put it together. So that gives me -5x plus 4 equal, here I'm going to combine these two. That's 4 -5x. Now once I see this question right away, -5x plus 4 and -5x plus 4. And further, I don't need to do anything because when I see that both equations are same, and then in my mind I know it's going to be 0 equals 0. So I can just write infinite solutions. Infinite solutions. Okay? So you don't need to do anything more. So just complete it over there. Okay? So you don't need to do any step further at all, because it's really important to see, not to do a lot of steps and look at it. Oh yeah, they're both the same, so it's infinite solutions. Good work.
Wait, if it was like 4x and 4, then it would be 1, right?
Then it is a different, yes. It has to be same letters and same numbers. That way you know it's a infinite solutions. Okay, good. Let's try the next one. It's true, when you see this question, you can tell that's a null solution pretty fairly fast. Okay. And in a few minutes later, I'm going to give you a kind of like a key, or the kind of like tip, how to find out null solution, one solution, or infinite solutions. Okay. It depends on which company you want to go with. Let's say if I want to make only one call or 1 minute, probably company B makes more sense to me, because only just I'm making 1 minute, so it's only 6 cents. But if I company A, if I make a call for 1 minute, I have to pay 36 cents plus 3 cents, which is 39 cents. So it depends on which one is suitable. But right now we're going to see by how many calls makes the same amount of money that we're going to pay. Okay, so let's see, write an equation, and let's see if we can figure this out. So for the company A, 36 cents plus, we don't know how many minutes are we going to talk. Let's say minutes are n. Let's use the letter n for them. So I don't know how many minutes, but I need to pay 3 cents per minute. So it's going to be 3n. It should be same when I use the company B, 6 cents per minute. So that means 6n. So now we made an equation out of this question. 36 plus 3n is equal 6n. Now it makes more sense because it looks like a normal equation. Okay, let's go ahead and complete it. So if you make more than 12 minutes, the company A makes more sense. But if you make it less than 12 minutes, the company B makes more sense. Let's write an equation for this first. Avi, you want to give the equation for me?
Is it like I did 4x, like it's 4 times basically, so 4 like x like times minus 3.
That's right.
Equals 3x plus 7.
Plus 7. That's it. It doesn't matter what letter you put it, okay? And variables are always variable, okay? And that's the reason we call as variables. But important thing is, you guys are going to use the same variable here. If you put x here, you have to put x too. But if you put in the variable means, that's the reason we call it as vary. Variable means it can change. It could be any letter. It doesn't matter. It can be x. It can be any letter. So you can write a 4. Since it is a grid, you can write a z minus 3 equals 3g plus 7. But don't do a mistake on the math. So that's important thing. So one of the questions on applications of geometry. So the triangles are shown here has the same perimeter. So what could be the value of the x? So the perimeter means you add all the sides. So you add all the sides and make one equation out of this, and then you add all the sides and make another equation out of this. And then they said they have the same perimeter. So that means that you're going to equalate them. So that's a keyword in this one to solve it. Okay, and then from that we can bring it x value. Okay, let's try this. Once you combine the like terms and once you get this equation, always think of which one is the smaller variables, or look at the letters and see which one is smaller. So it's a minus 3x is the smaller, and subtract 3x on both sides. That way it eliminates ending up x is a negative number. And then you have to do one more step if you do the other way. Okay.
So, at the end of class, can I show you my drawing? It's the drawing that I showed you before, but...
So the x value is 9 here. Okay. So one thing, if this question gives you an SAT or ACT, this is what you're going to do it. Watch it carefully. So that way you guys have some idea how to do these questions when it comes to SAT. So when SAT questions comes like this, you have to add like this. You don't write all the steps. What you do, you see the 1x, 2x, 3x, that's 3x. And then 3 plus 3 plus 3, that's 9. I'm going to write it down there. And then here, 1x, 2x, 4x. And then plus 3 minus 3 is 0. And then obviously I can say it from here, x is 9. You see that, how fast we did this same question? That's what we need to do in the SATs and ACTs. Okay. Lindsay is paying $1.25 per issue. So since they put it per month, so I can put it month. Okay. So that's $1.25 per month. But coming to the Kenzie, but she gets 2 months free. So how much she's kind of like not paying $1.50 plus $1.50. So she's not paying $3. Make sense? Yes? Okay. Now, if I look at the first one, $1.50 per month, it looks good. $1.50 per month looks good. But taking away 2, that doesn't make sense. The reason behind it is she's getting 2 months free, not $2 free. Does that make sense? If she get a $2 off, yes, then we can take a 2 minus off there. So what we can do, she gets 2 months free, so it makes more sense if I take that 2 months off. I'm taking out the 2 months, and then I'm multiplying with the $1.50. Does that make sense? Yes? So that's makes more sense, okay? So it's C is the answer of this one. And question says, so what's a numerical solution of the equation 7 times a number? So 7 times a number. So let's take that. 7 times a number, and could be a number, equal 3 less than 5 times that number. So 3 less than 5 times this number. 5 times that number, but 3 less than. So that's your equation. Okay? And then it's easy. Once you get that, writing the word problem into equation, that's a big thing. And once you get that, the rest is pretty much easy. So basically you have already that one. So I'm going to take away, and first I'm looking at the letter or the variable. The variable is right here. And the smaller, which is 5n, is the smaller. So I'm going to subtract that first. You can take away 7 and 2. It's not a big deal. You can get the same answer, but you may have to do a little bit more steps. So that's 2n is negative 3. And then divide by 2 on both sides because it's a times. So that gives you negative 1.5. Okay? That's the equations we get. And then we know which equation best represents, and then definitely we can use them. So if I use this model right here, 3 packs say $10 and 5 packs is $9 because 3 packs $9 less than that. So it makes more sense up there. So obviously it makes much sense of if you take a B. Okay. So as I mentioned, this algebra application questions are important in terms of the SAT, and these are the questions they come in the SAT. That's where they confuse you a little bit. And solving equations is easy, but writing that equation from the question, that's where the tricky part. Okay, so please work on these type of questions so that way it makes you get really good at this.